In a world cluttered with information, where truth is power, Lawin Weekly News stands apart.
We delve deeper, uncover facts, and bring stories to light. From political showdowns and economic triumphs to the pulse of the street and the heart of the community.
We capture the moments that define us, stories that challenge, inspire, and transform.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
These are Lawin headlines for this week. Texas sees over 200 measles cases amid nationwide outbreak. Houston man sues Delta over injuries sustained in Toronto plane crash. Houston leads Texas in commuting expenses, study says. Police chase Fort Worth man who's suspected of killing roommate. Judge rules federal agencies must rehire workers they fired. Duterte now in ICC custody. Philippine Post asks for health checks. China cautions UK on South China Sea tensions. Gunther sails in talks with OSU to strengthen academic ties.
I am Neska.
And I am MJ.
And tonight we bring you the latest stories in the United States of America.
Especially in the state of Texas.
So sit back, relax, and let Lawin Weekly News be your guide to the news that matters most. The number of measles cases in Texas has surpassed 200, an increase from 159 cases reported last week. Health authorities in Texas have confirmed the increase, noting that it mirrors trends in other states. State health departments, in coordination with national health agencies, are monitoring the situation to track and contain the virus. Public health officials are emphasizing vaccination as a primary defense against measles. They are urging residents, especially children, to ensure their vaccinations are current. The increase in cases is linked to factors such as lower vaccination rates in some communities and increased international travel. Health experts warn that measles spreads quickly among unvaccinated individuals, highlighting the need for vaccination. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, is monitoring the situation and providing guidance to state health departments. Measles symptoms include high fever, cough, runny nose, and a rash. It can lead to complications like pneumonia, encephalitis, particularly in young children and individuals with weakened immune systems.
The Texas Senate has passed Senate Bill 494, which aims to address petroleum theft across the state. The bill, introduced by Republican Senator Kevin Sparks of Midland, establishes a task force dedicated on investigating and tackling organized oil field theft. The task force will have a statewide mandate focusing on the economic impact and operational tactics of petroleum theft. Its goal is to develop strategies and recommendations to deter future thefts and improve security measures within the industry. The task force will also propose policy recommendations and legislative measures to strengthen laws and regulations related to petroleum security.
A Houston man has filed a lawsuit against Delta Airlines and its subsidiary Endeavor Air after he was injured in a commercial plane crash at Toronto's Pearson Airport last month. The lawsuit, filed in federal court, claims that Thomas Tam suffered serious, permanently and debilitatingly Injuries during the crash, which occurred when a Delta flight attempted to land on a snowy runway with 80 passengers aboard. On Feb 17, Flight 4819, traveling from Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport, attempted to land at Pearson Airport amidst snow drifts and crosswinds reaching 38 miles per hour. Stam, who was seated during the landing, slammed against the window and lost consciousness. Upon regaining his bearings, he crawled toward the front of the plane and exited through the emergency exit, jumping onto the runway. Once outside, Sam was drenched in fire suppression foam and directed to stand on the icy runway in temperatures below 18 degrees Fahrenheit. He was later transported to a medical facility where he was treated for physical and psychological injuries. Stam claims that the flight crew failed to follow basic landing protocols and violated international aviation standards. He is seeking compensation for the debilitating injuries he sustained. Delta Airlines has not yet commented on the lawsuit.
A recent study has named Houston as the most expensive city for commuters in Texas. The study, conducted by a transportation analytics firm, examined factors such as toll fees, fuel costs, and time spent in traffic. Houston's extensive network of toll roads, including the Sam Houston Tollway and the West Park Tollway, contributes to high commuting costs. These tollways provide faster travel options but require additional financial expenditure. Traffic congestion, particularly during peak hours, also increases travel time and fuel consumption, further raising costs of commuters. The study revealed that the average commuter in Houston spends a substantial portion of their income on transportation, including toll fees, fuel, and vehicle maintenance.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories, from elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits. I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
A new scam has emerged in Central Texas, targeting contractors seeking employment opportunities. Reports indicate that scammers first contact contractors through phone calls or online platforms where contractors advertise their services. Posing as homeowners, the scammers discuss potential projects, agree on terms, and hire the contractors. Contractors proceed with the work, often investing significant time, labor, and materials into the supposed project. Once the job is completed, the contractors find that payment is not forthcoming. Attempts to contact the individuals who hired them are futile, as the scammers disappear without a trace. The real homeowners, who were unaware of any arrangements made in their names, are left confused, sometimes facing disputes with contractors. In some instances, homeowners return from vacations to find unexpected work completed on their properties. Local authorities have launched investigations and issued warnings, urging contractors to thoroughly verify client identities before starting any work. They recommend contractors request formal identification and cross-reference it with public records. Additionally, authorities advise that contractors insist on written agreements and initial deposits before beginning any project. The Better Business Bureau (BB) in Central Texas has also joined the effort, offering guidance in recognizing and responding to potential scams. The BBB suggests contractors check references, confirm property ownership, and keep detailed records of all transactions.
A Fort Worth man led police on a chase or high-speed chase through the multiple cities after allegedly killing his roommate on Monday, according to a newly released affidavit. The incident began around 1:30 p.m. when Fort Worth police were called to conduct a welfare check at an apartment complex on Ipswich Avenue near Highway 281 and Blue Mound Road. The caller expressed concern for 28-year-old Ariel Levy, stating that her roommate, 30-year-old Dylan McLean Jones, had reportedly told a friend that he had blacked out and feared he may have harmed his roommate. However, when officers arrived, they were unable to make contact with anyone at the apartment and the scene was cleared. Later that evening, around 6 p.m., police received a call to a home on Stockton Drive. Jones had reportedly arrived at the residence crying and admitted to killing his roommate, the arrest warrant stated. A witness observed what appeared to be dried blood under his fingernails. By the time officers arrived, Jones had left the scene. As police continued speaking with the caller, they spotted Jones driving Levy's black SUV and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. Meanwhile, a separate group of officers returned to Jones' apartment around 7 p.m. and discovered Levy's body in the bedroom with a gunshot wound. Shell casings found near the body matched the handgun Jones was carrying. Jones remains in custody as authorities continue their investigation.
A 14-year-old girl from Pecos, Texas, who had been missing for nearly a week was located at a San Antonio motel on March 7, leading to the arrest of 36-year-old Trent Free from California, according to the Reeves County Sheriff's Office. The search for the girl began on March 1 after her legal guardian reported her missing. The guardian told deputies that the girl had been picked up by an unknown man on the early morning of Feb 24. Authorities were provided with a description of the suspect's vehicle and the girl's phone number, revealing that she had left with someone she met online. Deputies tracked the girl's phone to a Motel 6 near Six Flags Fiesta, Texas in San Antonio. While an initial search of the motel failed to locate the girl, further investigation, including a warrant to access the suspect's social media accounts, led to the identification of Furry as the man involved. Furry has been arrested on multiple felony charges, including aggravated sexual assault of a child, aggravated kidnapping and injury to a child, and he is being held on a $300,000 bond in the Reeves County Jail.
A U.S. judge on Thursday ordered 6 federal agencies to rehire thousands of probationary workers who were dismissed as part of President Donald Trump's effort to reduce the size and scope of the government. Judge William Alsop ruled that the mass layoffs justified by claims of poor performance were unlawful and aimed at circumventing statutory requirements. Alsop, ruling on a lawsuit filed by employee unions, directed the Departments of the Treasury, Veterans Affairs, Agriculture, Defense, Energy, and Interior to reinstate workers who were improperly fired. The ruling has drawn a response from the White House. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt stated that the administration would fight back against this absurd and unconstitutional order, asserting that the president has the authority to exercise the power of the entire executive branch.
President Donald Trump announced on Thursday that he is considering imposing a 200% tariff on European wines, champagne, and spirits in response to the European Union's plan to levy a tariff on American whiskey, which is expected to begin on April 1. The proposed European tariff on American whiskey is part of an ongoing trade dispute between the US and the EU, which has already seen tariffs applied to various goods between the two regions. In his announcement, President Trump referred to the European Union as one of the most hostile entities in terms of trade relations with the US. The EU's planned tariffs on American whiskey are seen as a response to previous US tariffs on European steel and aluminum, which have impacted European exports. European leaders have expressed disappointment over the potential for increased tariffs, and they have called for negotiations to resolve the dispute. They warned that escalating tariffs could harm consumers and businesses in both regions, though they also emphasize the need to protect European industries from US tariffs.
Former President Rodrigo Duterte is currently in custody at the International Criminal Court Detention Center in The Hague, Netherlands. His detention follows the issuance of an arrest warrant by the ICC, stemming from an investigation into his actions during his presidency, particularly the controversial war on drugs that took place from 2016 to 2022. Duterte was arrested upon his arrival in The Hague from Hong Kong, with Interpol facilitating the process. The charges against him are related to alleged human rights violations, including extrajudicial killings connected to his anti-drug campaign. The ICC's prosecutor applied for the arrest warrant on February 10, 2025, leading to Duterte's surrender and transfer to the detention facility. Duterte was reportedly cooperative during the arrest process, and upon arriving in The Hague, he was immediately transferred to the ICC detention center. In a video statement after his arrest, Duterte expressed his willingness to face legal proceedings and take responsibility for his actions. The ICC's involvement stems from its investigation into Duterte's anti-drug campaign, which human rights groups have condemned for alleged extrajudicial killings. The ICC's intervention was prompted by calls for international action due to concerns over human rights violations and the rule of law in the Philippines. While in custody, the ICC is expected to proceed with a pre-trial process in which evidence will be presented by the prosecution for evaluation.
China has issued a warning to the United Kingdom, urging it to avoid actions that could heighten tensions in the South China Sea. This follows comments made by UK Foreign Minister David Lammy, who described China's activities in the disputed waters as dangerous and destabilizing. In response, China stressed the importance of the UK respecting its sovereignty and maritime rights in the South China Sea. The Chinese government reiterated its expectation that the UK refrain from actions that could escalate tensions in the region, which is a long-standing and sensitive issue involving multiple countries. The South China Sea is a strategically vital area claimed by China along with Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei. It serves as one of the world's busiest shipping routes, further intensifying global interest in its control. Lammy's remarks have prompted a diplomatic response from Beijing, which has consistently asserted its control over the waters, seeing it as crucial to its regional influence and economic interests.
Consul General Gunther Sales welcomed Dr. Randy Clover, Associate Provost and Dean at Oklahoma State University, to the consulate for a discussion on potential academic partnerships between OSU and the Philippine higher education institutions. The meeting focused on exploring opportunities for reciprocal exchanges and visits of students and faculty between OSU and its counterpart institutions in the Philippines. Both parties expressed interest in fostering stronger academic ties and enhancing international collaboration.
Tune into Legal Treats with attorney Eileen Ligote Dizon
every Friday 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
Get your weekly dose of legal knowledge, especially on family matters like divorce, child custody, child support, estate planning, probate and immigration.
Engage in discussion by posting your questions or comments during the show.
See you every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. That would be Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Philippines. Don't miss out.
Stephen Curry has etched his name further into NBA history by becoming the first player to score 4,000 career three-pointers. This landmark achievement came during a dominant game for the Golden State Warriors against the Sacramento Kings, with the Warriors cruising to a 130-104 victory. The win extended their streak to 6 consecutive victories and their 11th in the last 12 games. The Chase Center in San Francisco was buzzing with excitement as Curry reached the milestone in the third quarter. Known for his unparalleled shooting ability, Curry's performance once again took center stage. His record-setting three-pointer underscored his role as one of the greatest to ever play the game. Draymond Green was also instrumental in the victory, contributing 23 points. His all-around performance complemented Curry's record-breaking night, ensuring the Warriors' offense remained dynamic and potent. The two stars demonstrated which has been firing on all cylinders during their recent hot streak. While the Kings fought hard, they struggled to counter the Warriors' offensive and defensive execution.
Volleyball player Michelle Gumabao and Aldo Panlilio recently celebrated their second wedding ceremony in the scenic city of Baguio following their initial wedding held the previous month. Their first ceremony was a Catholic wedding at the National Shrine of the Sacred Heart in Makati, staying true to traditional Catholic customs. The second ceremony in Baguio, which adhered to Christian rites, reflected Gumabao's personal religious beliefs. The Baguio wedding, which was attended by close family and friends, aimed to honor both their religious backgrounds. Gumabao, a devout Christian, chose this ceremony to celebrate her faith. Panlilio, her husband, joined her in celebrating their union, acknowledging both Catholic and Christian traditions in their commitment to each other. The picturesque backdrop of Baguio added an extra charm to the intimate gathering.
Miss Universe 2012 Olivia Culpo and her husband, NFL player Christian McCaffrey, are expecting their first child. The couple announced the news almost a year after their wedding. Culpo shared the update on social media, posting black and white photos from a maternity shoot. In the images, she wears a flowing dress and she captioned the post with "Next chapter, motherhood," followed by a heart emoji. Culpo and McCaffrey's relationship has drawn attention, partly due to the challenges they faced on their path to parenthood. Culpo has been open about her struggles with endometriosis, a condition that can cause infertility. The couple met through mutual friends, got engaged in April 2022, and married shortly after. McCaffrey, known for his NFL career, has also expressed excitement about the upcoming addition to their family. His followers and colleagues in sports have shared in the couple's joy.
Actress Sofia Andres has sparked rumors about her marital status with longtime boyfriend Daniel Miranda after posting intimate photos on Instagram. The couple, who share a daughter, Zoe, recently shared a series of pictures as part of an endorsement of a luxury brand. One of the photos, which shows the couple in a close, intimate pose, has led fans to speculate about a possible marriage. The speculation intensified when Andres responded to a comment on her post about her marital status with an ambiguous reply, further fueling rumors. Andres and Miranda, who have been in a relationship for several years, have kept their personal life private despite their public presence. While the couple frequently shares moments from their family life on social media, they have not confirmed or denied the marriage rumors. As of now, neither Andres nor Miranda has made any official statement regarding their relationship status.
As we brace ourselves for the upcoming weather changes, let's dive into what you can expect day by day. Whether you are planning outdoor activities or just preparing for the week, we've got you covered with the most accurate forecast. Stay tuned with us as we take a closer look at the weather patterns that will impact our region. Remember, here at Lawin Weekly News, we bring you the clearest skies to the stormiest forecasts.
Here is your Lawin Weekly News 7-day weather forecast in Houston, Texas. On March 16th, Sunday, the highest temperature is 80 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Expect plenty of sunshine throughout the day. On March 17th, Monday, the highest temperature is 80 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Anticipate breezy conditions with ample sunshine. On March 18th, Tuesday, the highest temperature is 81 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 67 degrees Fahrenheit. The day will be windy with intervals of clouds and sun. On March 19th, Wednesday, the highest temperature is 80 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Expect breezy conditions with increasing amounts of sunshine. On March 20th, Thursday, the highest temperature is 71 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Anticipate plenty of sun throughout the day. On March 21st, Friday, the highest temperature is 73 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 58 degrees Fahrenheit. The day will be mostly sunny. On March 22nd, Saturday, the highest temperature is 80 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Expect increasing cloudiness. And this is Lawin Weekly weather forecast for Houston, Texas.
So those were the latest stories in Texas this week. I am Nesca Centina.
And I am MJ Concepcion from Lawin Media Network.
Have a great day.
Lawin Weekly News.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Lawin Weekly News.